Planet Earth, you are a crew.
This astronaut from the Artemis 2 has an earpiece malfunction and she can't figure out what to say.
In the universe.
She's a literal actress. She was in Mad Max Fury Road. Can you imagine not being able to describe how amazing it would be to be in outer space?
I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned, everything that this journey has yet to teach me. But there's one new thing I know.
Awkward.
And that is...
I know I'm not the only one that's finding this pretty stupid. What the hell am I looking at? What is this? What kind of garbage is this? I mean, this is 60 or 80 million dollars a day, and this grainy shit is all we get. And people are like, people are sitting here for hours watching this shit. Just hours wasting their time. Hey, sweetie. But what's going on here? I think it's pretty stupid. I don't know how people believe this shit. I mean, like, this is the best they got right here. This is the best.
You know, at this point, America really needs to get their priorities straight, because this is not it. This is not it. Our tax dollars are going to a fake flyer on the moon. Okay? This is what they're paying for. They're paying for the studio. Okay? That's what they're paying for. Studio. Because all this is fake. You got Americans struggling, barely can pay for groceries because the grocery prices are high. Rent is high. Gas is high. And this is what's important to the government right now. And this is, you know, first of all, NASA is full of shit. But this is what's supposed to be so important to the government right now. And this is, Americans are supposed to be so freaking happy about this. When our tax dollars are going to NASA, they're probably in a studio somewhere right here.
Okay, I've literally only been questioning NASA and space for like 4 days, okay? Before 4 days, I didn't question anything in my entire 38 years on this planet. And in these 4 days, I have learned what they do. This is what they do. They shut you down by calling you stupid. They don't actually use the word stupid, but what they do is they drop knowledge on you, and inside that knowledge is them calling you stupid. They think they're clever, but it's very obvious what they're doing. The other thing they like to do is call people crazy. These are tactics that NASA and all of the people involved in space use to keep people at bay. Okay? So why would they do that? Well, nobody wants to be called stupid, and definitely people don't want to be called crazy, because you could be locked up for that. So these are genius tactics to keep the false narrative running and to keep people in check. And it is aggressive what these people do. And these are people that aren't even involved in the lie. These are just regular people who are so deep in NASA and in space that they can't even see the truth. So what do? They hear someone speak something opposite to that, and they attack hard. And they attack with knowledge, and they attack with subtle digs, okay, that are very obvious. And it is shocking. So I don't know what is actually real and what is actually fake, but just in the last 4 days, I have learned so much, and it is shocking, and it's quite scary.
Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe. Uh-oh. So... I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned, everything that this journey has yet to teach me.
Do you see how she forgot her lines in the middle of her speech? This should show and tell you all that you need to know about these people. They are not astronauts. They are actor-nauts.
At this point, with all the stuff coming out of the Epstein files, you could tell me the earth is flat and I would believe it now. Like, I've been a conspiracy theorist for a while, like 15 years, or at least going down rabbit holes. So I've heard murmurs of most of this stuff, but that is the one conspiracy theory that I've never gotten behind. But at this point, I feel like the earth could be flat. Like, someone tell me that that's completely false, like that we're actually, it is round. Okay, please tell me that, because if it comes out that the earth is flat, then my whole world is blown.
The actors of your Truman Show are starting to panic because you've realized that they're all in on it. So you've come to the realization that these things that are happening to you are not random at all. It's the people around you. They are just following a script because they're going off of a program. That's why all you guys have been experiencing the same exact thing with people doing the same exact script. The betrayals, the fake relationships, the fake, your family members just going at you. And another way you've been realizing that you are in a Truman Show is because, like, whenever you try to explain yourself, it's like you're talking to yourself, or people start to glitch out. They start to make jokes instead of trying to understand what it is that you are saying. But these actors, they're panicking because they realize that now that you know they're in on it, you don't let what they do affect you. You have been seeing some very weird stuff, because now the way they portray you, it's like in the weirdest way. Like, you keep hitting these frequency where their sleeper agents start to activate and they start to jump you and all these different things. And they'll make you the villain, like, after they jump you. And it no longer has an effect on you like it did in the past. Now you look at this stuff like it's a little annoying, but now you understand what is going on.
NASA, earlier this week, released an image of the dark side of the moon. Now, I posted this and I caught a lot of slack because I was kind of confused on how they got a lit up, full-size image of the dark side of the moon. And everybody in the comments was hating in the scientific community. They're like, well, it's not the dark side of the moon, it's called the far side of the moon. And I'm like, okay, chill out. Just asking a question. I have never once said one way or another if one thing is true or not. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. But then I found this young lady who always posts things about the scientific community and about how NASA accomplishes all of these events. She showed me this satellite. This satellite is 1 million miles away on the opposite side of the moon, and she showed an image or a video where the sun is behind the satellite and the moon is in front of the satellite.
Want to see the moon's butt? There she is. This is the moon passing between the satellite that took these photos and the Earth. And it's really bright because it's actually...
Now, here's my problem. This image of the moon does not match this satellite video of the moon. These craters are in the wrong places. It doesn't match. So who is being untruthful here? That's my question.
They come, all the retards are coming back. Yay, everybody, we went to space. You know what? Let me ask the questions. Let me ask the questions to you guys, because I can prove your nonsense apart all day long. Put me in front of these guys. Let me ask the questions, okay? They're all like, yeah, hey, we're here. Listen to the ridiculous things they say. Give me 5. Yeah, give me 5. You know? How about I give you 5 right to your face, you fucking lying piece of shit? Yeah, we went to space. Yeah, you know what? Let me ask the questions. Put me in front of you 4 retards. Let me ask the questions. I'm saying, you know how fast you go. Oh, how did you see the How did half the Earth disappear? Did all the lights get turned off? Oh, how could you see a star? Because the closest star is 25 trillion miles away. Let me ask the questions.
One does not say uh-oh when sharing a personal experience, especially with a physics and an electrical engineering degree, top of the class. However, one does say uh-oh when your earpiece communication cuts out or you forget your script.
Uh-oh. So...
2026, not only DEI astronauts, but DEI fake astronauts.
Artemis astronauts are caught being paid actors, allegedly, which means this whole thing could be fake, allegedly. This is astronaut Christina Cox. She was up there. She was the only female up there in several of the videos. But here she is again. Take a close look. Do you recognize her from this? That's because she was credited in 2015's Mad Max Fury Road as one of the Volvani. She was one of those mothered. You can even see it here listed. She's on IMDb. Oh, but it gets better because this movie, Fly Me to the Moon, was released in 2024. What was this movie about? White House hires a team to fake the Apollo moon landing so they can win the space race no matter what. The icing and the cherry in this movie, it's called Project Artemis, allegedly. And look, guys, I've debunked a lot of viral videos on people that have questions and think, oh, we faked going, and I've shut a lot of it down. But this one, I'm having a bit of a hard time with because it's right in front of her face.
I'm skeptical about everything, so that's what this video is about. And by the way, these are great photos, so good. So how do we go from this? Look at the capsule. Look at the color of the capsule. What a great shot, right? Here's another great shot too. Look at the capsule. Look at the color. Look at the color of the capsule. Look at the things on the top, 4 of them. Wait, 5 of them. Wait, that's weird. I don't see those round balloons on here. What happened to those balloons? Oh wait, here's those balloons again. Now, do they look like they just traveled 25,000 miles an hour, or did they come from the spa? That's after. Oh, this one. What about this? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong picture. One last time for you to remember in your fucking brain. We went from this. Look at that amazing photo. It's so amazing, right? We went from that, the color. Look, I have balls. Just kidding. To that. What is that? What is that? Is that a different time? Is that a different place? Is that a different photo? I thought I had 5 balls. That looks like there's 4. Wait, maybe there's 5. But look at the color. And yes, I'm skeptical about everything.
Hey everybody, I'm back following the Artemis 2 Return to Earth. Let me start this video by saying it's remarkable to me the amount of people that get frustrated or offended that somebody asks questions related to a space mission. I mean, are we supposed to just blindly accept everything that we're given? I mean, people will just start blatantly attacking you. Okay, tinfoil hat. Okay, bald guy. Okay, Walter White. Okay, Grandpa. So I already had questions about the mission, but now I've got even more questions following the return. 1, they were talking about how thousands of people around San Diego could hear the sonic boom of the return. But yet I've seen no video, I've seen no articles, I've seen nobody posting about this massive sonic boom they heard upon the shuttle returning. 2nd, this thing is like heating up thousands of degrees upon return, and nobody captured any video of something streaking across the sky upon re-entry. Nothing at all. Like, you would think that as this thing hits our atmosphere, somebody, even if it's a ship out in the middle of the ocean, would capture something streaking across the sky upon the return. 3, we're able to maintain communication throughout the space mission, except for when they're on the dark side of the moon, and we still haven't figured out a way to remove radio silence or dead airspace upon their re-entry. Like, you would think that that would be the one thing that we could figure out, but nah. And then miraculously, when radio silence is restored, all of a sudden there's the capsule with the parachutes, where it's been coming in at thousands and thousands of miles per hour, but 3 parachutes somehow slow it to a slight crawl down to the Earth's surface. Seems legit. Again, I want to be excited about this. I want to have undeniable proof that we went on this mission. I want to have undeniable proof in the future if we're able to make it to the moon that, yes, we absolutely made it. But when more people walk away with more questions than answers, then there's got to be something to it. Maybe. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I really am a tinfoil hat wearing Walter White grandpa. I don't know, but I'm going to continue to have questions. Sorry.
People really think live streams can't be manipulated. Like, we're just watching a stream of people saying they're going to space, and we're supposed to accept that with no questions asked. A 6-minute blackout? Really? They'll say, oh yeah, this conspiracy theory was totally debunked. Okay, how was it debunked? By the same people who went up in space and what they said? We don't have live consistent footage of them going to the moon. Instead, people will say, oh, but I've seen it launch on Earth. Yeah, but you didn't see it go to the moon. Same people who told you don't trust everything you see on TV are suddenly telling you trust everything. I genuinely cannot believe how people think all the government superpowers of the world are telling you the truth with your best interest in mind. And the Bible talks about a firmament, but the same people who say they're Christians don't believe that part. Listen, I believe in God, but not the way that we were taught growing up. I don't think it's some man in the sky situation. It is so much bigger than people can perceive and understand. But here's what I don't get. For the people who don't believe in anything and try to use Christianity as a gotcha, let me ask you this. Where do you think the universe comes from? Because is it the idea of a creator that doesn't fit what you were told? Or is it because there is a design to all of this? Then that means there might actually be a purpose behind it? Because I don't know how you look at this thinking we're in an endless vacuum with no meaning and no direction. But the second somebody questions that, you're labeled off as crazy. Maybe it's because they're trying to sever us away from God. Because if we completely remove God from how people see the world, then everything becomes random. No meaning, no purpose, just existence. It would change the way people perceive the world entirely. Science only takes you to a certain point. And after that, it becomes a question of meaning. And I don't get how people think the idea of something came from nothing. The meaning of life is just random with no purpose behind it. The more you become awake to this, the more deep you see how it all goes. Maybe it's that they want you looking up at the sky while ignoring what's happening here on Earth.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.